Mhm. Virgoli.
Doesn't work. Ah, okay. Why mimetic stents in the FemPop? Well, you already know, I prefer to know that FemPop segment is a complex segment because many of forces appear at the same time, especially in the popliteal area when the knee is flexed. And we can find this kind of issues, even the fractures. Look at this stent fracture at the three flexion points. And the fractures um, have, if we have fracture, we have worse results. So what are the key features of the ideal stent for FemPop segment? It should have high flexibility, like a mimetic stent, to adapt the vessel's rigidity and its movement, a low cough to reduce the vessel injury, and high resistive radial resistive force and crash resistance to resist the external compression to avoid the fracture of the stem, and of course, a good results in all the territories, in all the scenarios. So, what is the ideal stem? According to these features, I'm sure you are thinking of super stem. So, it's a real mimetic stem, has a low cough and radial resistive force. Look at this. Um, yeah, look at this slide. So, if you are able, you can deploy properly the stem, the radial resistive force is amazing. Has a very good performance in all the scenarios, in all the territories, in the FemPop segment, in claudicants, in critical limb ischemia, in common femoral artery, in CTOR, in subintimal approaches, etc. In comparison of bare metal stents or drug eluting stents, and the fractures and described in the literature is anecdotal. So, but what are the key points for proper deployment? Because it's so important, proper deployment to achieve these good results. Vessel prep is mandatory. Achieve a good vessel preparation is mandatory. I highly recommend to use a non-compliant balloons, not oversize this stem, and deploy accurately, deploy um, slowly. This way, you can achieve these wonderful results using so deployment and nominal to achieve a nominal deployment. So look at this. This is an example. This is a chronic bypass occlusion. This is a small stump. Is not the SFA. Is the bypass occlusion. Recanalization was at the anterior the P3. This is the anastomosis, distal anastomosis. So this is the recanalization. This is the bypass. It's not the SFA. So every time the guide wire goes for the bypass, so we perform a retrograde puncture of the anterior tibial artery. Again, the guide wire goes from the bypass. So we occluded the distal anastomosis from above using a balloon to avoid to force the guide wire to go the native artery. We perform a subintimal approach from below. Here, the artery was broke, so we punctured the occluded artery at this level. A retrograde reconstruction using a subintimal strategy, and finally, we did the rendezvous. We prepare the vessel using a non-compliant balloons. This is the vessel preparation result using CO2. It's wonderful, I think. And if you achieve a good vessel preparation, the deployment of the super stent is very, very easy. Look at this conformability. and this is the final result, bending the knee. We always do the final angio bending the knee because we can detect some defects not seen in the posterior arterial view. This is an example. So this is a popliteal occlusion, organization and the anterior tibial artery. This is after the first super stent in anterior posterior vision. So I think it's good. But when we bend the knee, look at this defect. So we overlap another super stent, and this is the final result. So when do I use super stent in my daily practice? In the popliteal and when I need popliteal and common femoral artery stenting, but it also works perfectly well in SFA. When we face when I need stenting and when face a complex lesion, but it also works in easy lesions. And the better question here is when I don't use super stent. And that is important when you cannot prepare the vessel properly. So thank you so much.